Okay, sir. Decision to appeal. How did that come about?
Well, when I took the job, one of the things I always talk about is our decisions that we make are basically about supporting student athletes. We felt that this decision is meant to support our student athletes, our basketball team. We felt the penalties were a little harsh, and we feel that none of them really did anything to deserve these penalties. So we have to support them, and that's the decision to appeal.
NCAA turning over a new leaf to want to be supportive of the young student athletes. Are you appealing to those senses here?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I mean, there's no question. I mean, we have to acknowledge that we've done some things wrong and we need to get better. I think we're already getting better, but at the end of the day, we do feel that it's a little harsh on these current student athletes, and especially on the postseason ban.
How confident are you that you can get this overturned?
I can't really speculate on what the likelihood of success is. This is kind of new uncharted territory, just like a lot of things have been for me the last 8 months. Not really sure, but I know it's really about doing what you think is right.
In this appeals process, is it coming up with anything new, any kind of new evidence or anything like that, or is it just saying, we don't think that this matches the crimes that were committed and what we did?
Well, it's basically looking at there's a new matrix. There's a penalties. It's kind of evaluating that, and we're probably the first school that I'm aware of that didn't get institutional control that has gotten a postseason ban.
When the sanctions first came down, there was a question on the $10,000 fine and 1% of the budget. Do we know what that 1% of the budget was clarified to be yet?
No, actually, part of our appeal is getting some clarification on that, because you're right, it doesn't include scholarships. I mean, the budget can be anywhere from $800,000 to $1.8 million, so 1% could be $8,000 to $18,000 per year over 3 years, and plus there's the $10,000 we already gave. How does that factor in? So we're asking for clarification. That's a good question.
Chancellor, on board with the idea to appeal?
Yeah, he's 100% on board.
The fact that they're the judge, jury, executioner in this, do they give you any kind of hope that it's a different body of people that are making this decision on the appeals side?
Well, I know there's an appeals committee, and we're still learning that process as we go. But I know that they'll listen to our appeal, and I have every confidence that it will be fairly listened to.
Have you ever heard of any appeals being handed down that are in favor of the schools before? Is there any precedent for this?
Yes, there is. I can't cite them exactly, but I do know that has happened.
Can it get worse?
No.
Okay.
No. That's an important factor. And the other thing too is one thing is we don't want this to drag on for too long, and it's a kind of a 30 day. We have 30 days to give our response, and they have 30 days after that. So we don't want this dragging on for years. I mean, as I've mentioned before, we feel we've improved in certain areas, and we need to continue to do that.